Good morning. I hope everyone is well. It's Rachel here, and we are going to prepare the spine for the other journal that I'm going to work on at the same time as the other Jane Austen journal. So, as I mentioned to you yesterday, the spine was broken on this one. And so all I've done is I've taken the back of a notepad with nice thick cardboard, and I've cut it down to the height of the book cover, just slightly smaller. And then I did 1.5 inches wide. Actually, see that? I need to glue that down. I'm going to be covering that up. Oh, I might not cover it up. I might collage on it because I actually really like it. Let's put some glue here and glue it black down. Back down, I wanted to say. It's morning. I haven't done a morning video for a few days because I'm always running late. But I wanted to get cracking today because I need to start recording my videos for tomorrow, because it does, as you know, it's a bit of a long process, the stitching. And so I wanted to get those done. Start doing them anyway. I can't believe what whizzes some of you ladies are. Okay, so that's that. I'll probably cover that one up because it's all ripped off, but I do like this, so we'll see how we go. Right, so then I probably don't need this mat anymore. It's a bit annoying. I just use it to cut on. So you want to put your covers down. No, first I want to, yes, I want to glue this to this, sorry. So I'm just going to grab a book page so I don't get glue everywhere. I'm going to put this fast drying Aleene's Takey glue. Normally I would use, what's it called? PVA. Just a white glue, regular white glue that takes a bit longer to dry. I'm sure it's a bit like this, but this has got some agent in it that makes it dry fast. I'm just going to grab one of these things to smoosh it over. These are just face mask applicators. And one of you lovely ladies suggested them to me because I was always forgetting to wash my cheapo brush that I was using for glue, and then I was always having to go and buy another cheapo brush because it went hard. So I'll put that there. I mean, when it dries on there, you just peel it off, so it's really great. Okay, so we'll get that. Put our fabric on. Actually, I'll put it on. Oh, that's the... I actually like that side more, so I'm going to glue this side down. Just kind of vaguely center it. Glue it on there. So you could cover this because you can kind of sort of see the grey. Oh no, not really. Not really. You can't really see it through the fabric, so that's good. This is just a piece of, you know, like when you rip up your vintage embroideries, and there's, you know, there's the part that doesn't have the embroidery. I keep those fabrics. Some of them are not pleasant to stitch through in the sense, like if you're doing slow stitching, some of them have a very high percale, so very high thread count, and they're quite hard to get your needle through. So if you're working through many layers, they're not the best. I just poke them with my needle to see how they are. So then we want to glue this to our cover. So line it up on your mat, and you need to leave the thickness of the cardstock. Now let me just see here. It's a little bit harder to manage because I've got the fabric on there. It's already dried. I'm just trying to see. Okay, that should be all right. You can probably see better than me because... So what I need to do now is I'll put my glue on here. Just guess. And I like to use these recycled vintage fabrics because, I don't know, you can see that they're worn. They're not that, you know, they're probably... I don't know when they're from, probably from the 80s, I don't know, but they're worn, they've been used. Oh, I've moved that. Just a minute, let's get the glue off the mat. I don't like using that clear mat because it's curvy and it's very stiff, and it swivels around all over the place and drives me bananas. We don't want to be driven bananas when we're doing stuff. Okay, so I need to realign this. So it went, you need to leave the thickness, so when you lift it, if you do it too close, then you won't be able to fold your book so well. I'm just trying to see if that's straightish. That's there and that's there. That seems to be okay. Right, now this is the fiddly bit. Smooth that out and glue it on there. Now I may decide that I want to cover this up now because I've got very deep fabric, but I like to put, I'll probably put some sort of scrapbooking paper. I think I will. It's not that exciting. Let's just tell ourselves the tree fabric, the tree paper is not so exciting. That's what I'm telling myself. That's the spin I'm putting on it. Okay, so that's that. Let's check. Yes, and that's going to work well. And then here, move this one over. Now I need to get this right, don't I? I am the most bodgy crafter of all, guys, so don't ever expect perfection where I'm concerned. It's not happening. It's just not going to happen. Perfection is not part of my lingo. So I just make it up. If it's not perfect, well, tough titties. Shall we say it like that? Oops, and I'm sorry if I'm shaking you. I think I am. Just a little bit, maybe slightly, very slightly. Oh, they've started demolishing in our apartment. So exciting, so exciting. Not exciting for the people upstairs, very noisy. Because they're, you know, smashing through the tiles. But that won't last that long, all that smashing. I think they get it done pretty quickly. We had to live through the people, not the ones above us, but the ones above them. They renovated and they were very noisy. It lasted quite a long time too. But most of the people in our building, except for one couple, but they're at the front of the building on the floor above us. So they'll hear it, but it shouldn't be too bad. And the others all go to work during the day, so probably, except for the ones above us, we know all about them. Yeah, most of them go to work, so they shouldn't suffer too much. I take heart in that. Okay, look at that. We've already got our cover put back together, and it's probably not 100% perfect, but it's good enough. Good, and I like that little detail down there, so I'll do my best not to cover that up. Now I'm going to grab my dry wet one. I'm just going to make sure I don't have any glue there, because I don't want to get glue everywhere all over my mat, because I haven't got my protective mat on here, because it's kind of gross now, isn't it? And I need to get a new one. So that's that. That's what it looks like. I was thinking, I was thinking of a slow stitch piece, but then I was thinking this could be nice on there. I'm just going to rip it down like that. This feels like it's probably quite a nice fabric to embroider, actually. Well, this person embroidered it, didn't they? Let's see. I'm just going to tear it down. It may not work. I don't want to tear it down too far, do I? Just take that off. I love ripping fabric. I love ripping paper. I love ripping it all. So if I put that there, that will be good. Let's just see what it will look like. I'm going to have to trim off. I'll have those flowers on, but those will be trimmed off. Those there. Okay. I'll have it overhanging just a little bit, but I'm thinking I really like the colours, and that's going to overhang enough. Let's just see if we can see. Just fold it over. I think that's going to be lovely. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so I need to trim. See, this is what I love about this sort of thing. you can do whatever you want. Just make it up. Who says things have to be done a certain way? Just as long as it sticks together, what do we care? We just make it up. Covering up a little bit of that, but you can still see it. So I need to trim about here. These are not the best scissors. I've just got to cut through the embroidery and then I'll rip the rest. Put that over there. I don't like all the strings. I just get all of those off. Okay. I tell you why I don't like the strings, I think. I was trying to think, why don't I like the strings? I think part of it is they just get all tangled in my hands all the time and it drives me mad. Okay, so that's that. Now, I mean, look how quick this has been. And I think it's going to be very pretty. You may beg to differ. So I'm going to smoosh my glue. I should have had it upside down, but I didn't. I'm enjoying this very fast drying tacky glue. It's fantastic. I need to get more coming out though. And now what I like to do is I put my piece there. I'm going to have a bit more over onto the back than the front. I put my piece there and then I can see where do I need to put my glue down here. I just sort of eyeball it. I'm sorry I'm covering you up a little bit, cover. See, I probably could have glued them on the inside, but then I would be worried it might not hold so well. I haven't tried that. I've seen like Sophie DeCourt, she does that sometimes. They're all on the inside. Or maybe I could have poked holes and stitched. That's another thing to try. I'm going to try that one day. I probably won't enjoy poking holes in the hard covers. They make me feel tired. Don't like things that make me feel tired. That's why I don't make pasta. It just looks so hard. I mean, it's not like, you know, my mother-in-law would tell me, but it just looks like such an effort, such an exhausting thing to do. Because she rolls it out by hand with a big rolling pin. And it just looks, I mean, that's why, I guess that's why she's always been so slim, my mother-in-law. She gets a lot of exercise making her pasta. But just looks too exhausting to me. And that's why I don't make pizza either. I'll let Steffi do that. It's exhausting. I think I need to get a bit of glue. I probably don't have much time to muck around with this glue. It's my first time ever using a quick drying glue. I probably need to just put a little bit more here. I didn't get much here. I think those are important areas. And down there I didn't get enough. Okay, let's see how we go. So, put that on there. And I'll fix those bits that are sticking up. Wow, that's already really stuck down. That's incredible. Oh, I think that's so pretty. Really pretty. Maybe I should have stuck it around the other way and had that embroidery on the front. Yes, I probably should have done that. Anyway, ho-hum. I will invent something else. So let's just make sure it's all stuck down. So look at your vintage embroideries, ladies. They can make very nice spines. Very nice. Or you can embroider something yourself if it's for you and or you're selling them and you're able to charge a lot. Because obviously if you're going to do the embroidery yourself, that takes a long time. We all know that. You can't sell it for nothing. But reutilizing a vintage embroidery, especially for people who don't embroider, is a great option. I'll fix that all up better when I get my other scissors. These scissors are not the best for cutting. Although they didn't seem, I shouldn't speak so badly about them. They're not doing such a bad job. Okay, so that's that. But I'm going to do something here, but I'm not sure what yet. I probably should have had that on that side. That would have been better, but it's on now, and I don't think I can take it off with this glue. And that's all stuck, and that's not going to go anywhere. I am wondering, I probably don't want to stitch my my signatures into that lovely spine, do I? I could do it Midori style. I could put 2 here. Won't like it there so much, but I could do 2 signatures in there and do it Midori style. I've got time to think about that, but now let's have a look at pages. Or I could do a hidden spine. If hidden spine is a bit more fiddly. So with a hidden spine, I'll take a piece of, probably take a piece of straw paper. I glue a piece of this fabric to it, probably with that much overhang. And then you stitch your pieces to that fabric with the paper glued onto the back. You do your measurements on the paper side. And then you stitch your signatures into that, and then you glue it in here. You glue it in there. So on either side, and then you put your I really like that. So I was considering this bit the front, but I should have put that on the other side. What a shame. I might put a little cluster of something somewhere, maybe a little gathered lace bit. Let's have a look at that. Just a little one. I'm just looking for something that's not too thick. This is lovely. So I don't want to put anything right down like that. That's just too much. But sometimes I like to just, you know, grab them and put a little something like that. I could put it down here. Yeah, I'd probably put it down there. Yep, that's what I think I'll do. I don't know whether I'll use that one or a piece of this. Oh, I like the colour of that one. But I think I want something deeper. I don't like the look of that one. Isn't that funny? How some things you like, some things you don't. That's more of another one. Got this piece here. This could be. See, I don't like that like I like the other one. Okay, I better pull that one back out. Not that one. Is it gone? Here it is. So I'll probably use that one. I'm thinking I'm liking this sort of off-white sort of colour. You probably couldn't see. I was probably off screen. Just a sec. Let me show you again. I'm going to grab my needle and thread and just put a few stitches in there. Maybe 3 like that. And then I'm going to glue that there. Just to sort of break up this white. So I'm actually going to trim that off because I know I'm going to use it. It's very old and floppy. I'm going to put that there, and I may or may not put something else. So where's my, I've got my thread down here. It fell down. And I've got my needles here. Okay. Right. Might as well get it done now, huh? So I'm just going to put a few stitches in to hold it, but the glue will also hold it. It's a little bit fiddly. Well, it's not too bad. So note to self, I always make a note to myself and then I forget, is to double check the embroidery. I was convinced I wanted it the other way, but no, I probably should, the way I did it, but actually would have been better the other way. I'm just going to end that off. So you go through and then you bring your needle through your loop. Okay. Right. And then just get some glue. I vaguely have a look. Sort of where do I want to glue it, like that, I think. And then I'll get my glue and just shoot down there first. Just outline where I want to put it. Not put too much. And a little bit here. I'll put that on there first. And then I'm just going to smush this around so that it sort of sits. And I might need a bit more. Need a bit more here. Maybe this doesn't stick fabric as well as fabric to fabric like the PVA does. Okay, we'll just put that aside and see how it takes. And that is my cover. I might decide to put a little stamped thing there. Do I have any little ones here? I don't know. I've got a few up here. I tidied up this box. I used to always keep my stamped bits in here, and then it had all the initials in there as well. I love this. I can put it there. No. And then I tidied it up. I separated them. I don't have, oh, here's a little bunny. No, I didn't want a bunny. I'd like a little bee or a fleur-de-lis. I probably don't have one stamped. I'd have to stamp it. I don't think I do. They're all downstairs where I make my packs. Nope. Okay. And then here I've got my little laundry labels. Just got to have a little pop of colour. And I think I will do that, but I think I'll get a bigger one. That is so pretty. Now, which way is the up? I think it's that way. I don't want to cover up any more of the cover because I like the cover. But I did need to do something about the spine, so a little bit of the cover for me had to be covered. Not there. I think I like it on here. Okay. Just adds that. I don't know. There's something about them. They're always quite a lovely reddy sort of colour, and they just add that. I think I might use my PVA. I'm not trusting this one. And just that the PVA takes a little bit longer to dry, but it is good for gluing down tough materials, if you know what I mean, like things that have trouble sticking. See, it's not really so hard to adjust a spine, is it? I think that's lovely now with that. And I'll just squish it down and it will dry and be wonderful. And it's a little bit crooked because that would not be me if I didn't put something on crooked. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's great. I'm very happy with that now. When it sits in the bookshelf, you've got that. There, I love that. Okay, cool. You could put a little, it would have been nice to, gosh, I could think of things afterwards, embroider or stamp a little journal in there. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so let's start looking at pages. That's fun. So with this spine, I'm probably going to do, I've got pages ripped already, but I've got to find them. Where are they? They must be here somewhere. Let's pull up the tray. I think they're in the tray. I've got the other journal in here somewhere. Have I? Oh, no, it's over there. Okay, but these are all the bits. Oh, here, look, I clipped them together. Clever chook. That's very clever. That's lovely. I might put that in as a page. That just so happened to be there. Oh, let's put a transparent page in. We didn't do any of those. It might not be the right colour though. I might decide not to. So let's just see. We'll start gathering our bits. Let's head into this big one. Start pulling out pages. Oh, that one's late 1800s, I think. Or, you know, 18. It's a bit smooth. That one, this is 1900s, I think. Yeah, it's really thick paper though. That's why I kept it. You see, so don't snub your 1900s papers because sometimes they're good. Or they might have a nice font, as I've said before. Or, that's a lovely page, but it's very damaged. You know, they might have a nice colour to them. They might, I don't want to say, yeah, they might have a nice font. Mid-1800, 18, I reckon that's 1840s, that one. Sort of falling apart. And here's some intact pages. Let's have a look at those. Oh, here, that's that book. No, it's not. It's a different book. But it's similar paper. Let's see. Oh, come on, Rachel. Oh, I don't have the first page. Or do I? It doesn't say. No, that's not the first page. There was another. Oh, 1821. This is even earlier. And I like this paper. This is very nice paper. This is that one, but I don't think I've got the date on that one. Okay. And then, what else can we pull out? We can pull out, I need to go into this one. It never seems to slim down, this one. It just seems to stay chunky monkey. What's that? Anyway, we'll grab some of these nice old beginning pages. I want to see if I can find if I've got a rag one up. And here's some tea dyed paper. Oh, isn't that lovely, 1913? I do keep all these things, you see. That's a nice paper. I like the feel of that one. Okay, and then another place I'm going to venture into is this bag of ripped pieces. That's very fragile. That's from the 1800s. That's one of those pieces of those letters, probably better for collaging. I'll get there, guys. That's lovely. We can use that one. And I'm sure I left something out from the other time. And then I'll update you. I did do a teeny tiny bit yesterday. Came up for half an hour. And did do, no, they're more for, better for collaging. What's that? Oh, they're nice. That's very old. And I just chuck it all on the floor. I end up with a big mess. I've got a few bits and pieces I brought up from downstairs. Now let's have a look at those. These are all the old letters, just pieces, you see, just... But I don't want to throw them out. They're from the 1800s. Oh, that's nice. We'll put that in. There's nothing on them. They were just the, you know, the grungy ones that I had to tear up. You can, that's not too bad, that one. I might put, you can just see the faint imprint of some writing on that one. Here's an old book. What's this? Oh, it's they glued it down together. Anyway, I'll have to carefully get that off. I've got more, but wait, there's more. I'm full of bits. I mean, guys, look at the stuff. Look at the stuff that I keep. It's just crazy, but I keep it because I like it. I could put that in as a page. I'll hinge it. I like all these interesting bits. See, the ripped pages, I keep all the ripped ones because, you know, I'm not going to put those in. See, now this here, this is what they are. Look, and look, it just crumbles. But the bit that's not brown, see how it just comes off? And some of it just disintegrated into powder. This is 1872. That's going to go, I'm going to put that in as a page. Let's see, I've got more of those. But some of that on the edges there are literally just disintegrating. Look how many. Look, that's all gross. So yeah, I don't, oh, what's this? This is, oh, that's a lovely piece of rag paper. We'll put that in. I can't keep all this stuff. Like, you know, it's just hoardy stuff, but I can't hoard it all. I won't be able, we won't be able to fit into our place when it's renovated if I hoard everything. So I need to slowly put it into things. So maybe I won't put that in. I've got all these other hoardy things to put in. I'll decide about that. So let's start going through these pages. Well, actually, let's just take one of these pages and I'm going to do, how many signatures? I'll do 3 signatures. Maybe I'll put maybe 8 or 10 pages in each one. So no, not that many, maybe 8. So I'll probably end up using most of these. Oh, let's just shoot. I'll definitely put that one in. So let's fold it and see the size. Because this is not quite an A5 book, but the height seems to be okay. I could probably take a little bit off, but I need to take a bit off the edge. So I'm going to rip that down. Rip it down. Let's just rip it. I'm going to eyeball it and rip it. Because I've made, you know, quite a lot of, I'm going to just rip a little bit more off the bottom just because it is a little bit long. Okay, that'll be better. No, I haven't ripped enough off the edge because you don't want it to be, so you don't want it to be sort of flush with the edge of your book. That I need to rip quite a bit more off because as you slot the pages in, they sort of grow, you know, extend further. So I need to rip more off because this is going to be my prototype for all my other pages. I need to have even a bit more. It's a bit of trial and error, isn't it? Well, it is with me. Now you might think, well, silly goose, you could have measured it and done it in one hit, but that's not how I work. I like the feeling, the freedom of just eyeballing it It just really makes me happy. Shall we say it rocks my boat? Let's say that. Okay, so we'll put that aside. That's all drying. And this is my template. And I always say, like, even like I've said it when we were ripping fabrics and stuff, always use your original template. Don't rip down all the other pages and then start using the second page, because they eventually grow or become smaller and you'll find problems later. And I love the font on this. This was, I've got some more of those. These were from the early 1900s. It's some sort of, I don't know, regulations for a region. Revista, oh, it's a magazine of the province. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what it was talking about, but I did like the font in this, so I bought them. Now, it's ripped there, so let's measure it. And you can even, like, if you do the pages slightly smaller in width, that's good too, because as you slot them in, they'll come out further. Because the fold fills up, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly, but anyway. Like, as you put them in, they move forward a teeny tiny bit. So, and then they start to sort of, the more pages you put in, the more they grow out like that, because you've got more bulk in the fold. Is that better? Okay, so don't use that to measure. I'm going to measure with this, and I think I'll keep the top. I'm just going to put a little marking, I think. That's the extent. That's the extent of it, is a little marking there and there. So I can rip that one down. I love the colour of this paper. I do. So Lulu is not at school today because we woke up when she was supposed to be at school pretty much. So I was just like, oh well. Then, oh, isn't that, I know, terrible mother, I should have sent her to school anyway. So I think this one, I'm going to decide about that one. I said, I definitely want to put this one in. So what I'm going to do, I want to keep all of it. So it's lovely rag paper. Put it like that. I'm not going to cut any of it off. Hopefully, well, I might have to cut some height off. Let's just have a look. No, it's going to stick out. I'm not ripping it. That's really special. So that will go in. This is definitely going in. So it is a bit fragile down there, but you know what? I might strengthen it. The way I'll strengthen it is I will do a bit of collaging on one side of it. Let's put that in there. I'm not going to rip any of that off either. That's just going to fold in. It's very dirty business, touching old papers. That's that one. Now we have this one. They glued it to something, but it's so lovely. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that bit. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that over like that. It might be too much, like that. And I'm going to glue that to something that's the same height. That's crooked. I am the worst folder ever. Okay, that's it. So that will be a page. And that's not tall enough. I want something that's tall enough. That could be tall enough. And then I can tear it down. I'll tear off this bodgy bit here. Even though some of you are like, no, don't rip that off. But, you know, I have to tear it down. It won't fit otherwise. I need to tear it down just a tiny bit more. So in the past, I haven't had these comments at all recently. Probably quite a few years ago, people were concerned that, you know, these old papers are not archival, obviously. So, but the thing about it is, I would say that nearly all of us have our photographs digitally, right, saved. So I don't see the problem if something is not archival, because you're printing out your photograph from a digital file. and you're putting it in your journal. And you can always reprint it if something happens. But the other thing is you can, I'm going to use, why am I using this glue? I don't want to use that glue. I want to use my glue stick. You know, you can put it like some archive, like you could put a piece of, if you're worried about it not being archival and you know, you're sticking your photographs down or something that you don't want to sort of ruin, you can always, where's my fold there? You can always put down some scrapbooking paper or some sort of paper that is archival between what you want to preserve and the non-archival paper. Does everybody understand what I mean? I know lots of you do because we've talked about it before, but quite a while ago. But there are newbies. So just say this is not archival, but my scrapbook, my printed digital papers are archival, so you'd have a little piece of that and then your whatever you're preserving on top of that. So that's going to be good, that one. And then we'll do this one. I might keep the grungy, I can keep the grungy edges. And then, oh, we're going to hinge this one. I've got some more. I probably, oh, that one was good. See, look, there's a bit of the pink mold. I don't like that, so I might take a bit of that off. It's too wide anyway, so we're going to take off the pink mold because we don't want to be breathing that in. We don't know what's going to happen there. And the height, it's too tall. So where I'm feeling like it's a bit more, yep, see that tore, like it doesn't even, there's no resistance. So that, and then I'll probably collage just a little bit down in that corner because I can feel the paper is much thinner than what it is up here. But that's one of those 1800s. Second half of the 1800s, they are those papers. And then I'm going to hinge these two together. This is from the 1700s. Now, which way is the up? I think that way is. So I need to hinge those together. Now, I don't want to lose any of my width there. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I don't know what paper. Let's have a think. Where's my... Here we go. We're going to grab maybe this paper here. And we're going to hinge it with a piece of that. And if I tear this, it's going to be the right height. So look at that. I don't want it to be too wide because I don't want to cover too much of my lovely old paper. I'll just tear that off so you can see how the hinge works. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half. Now it is wide on the other side, but we won't worry about that. You will be able to see it a bit, but once it's in with all the other pages, as long as it's not in the center of the signature, it won't be an issue. Well, it'll only be a teeny tiny issue, which is good. So I put my glue half. I don't go right to the center. I don't know if you can see. I've got so much stuff around me now because I pulled it all out. Don't go right to the center. And then put your first page. Which way is the up? That way. So I need to put, I'm getting confused, that way. So I put this one on. And you don't put it flush to, oh, you will be able to see a bit of the white there, but it doesn't matter. We'll get over it. I love the look of that on there. And then, oh, it's all sticky. So I'll just collage something there. Put your glue on this side. And then grab, yep, that's right, this here. Line them up there, like so, and fold it over and stick it down. Now I'm going to have to let this dry open because there are bits there that didn't have paper over where the glue was, so otherwise it'll glue shut. I just want to make sure that glues. See, it's sticking together. You want that to dry open. Actually, we could probably just immediately put some sort of paper there. So something like this could glue on there and fix that problem. We don't need that big long bit. Oh, I like that side. or that side. I'll put it on that side then, because I like the other font on the other side better. Put that there. I switched it around, and then is this going to be wide enough? I've got this little strip of really old book page, dictionary page that I'll put there, and you won't be able to see these two together because they'll be in the signature. There, and then trim it off. And don't worry about the white. Oops, I have to snip a bit of that off. Okay, so I'll let that dry open over here and continue on my merry way. Right, we've got this paper. This is nice and strong. So what I'm going to do with this paper, it's not quite wide enough, but I can just fold it like that, and then I can decide if I want to extend it. Oh, I was just thinking of another thing that I didn't do. Now, this is a lovely old rag paper. This is going to be too big, so I need to I'm sorry, I need to rip off the grungy edges. It's just because it's too big, so we're not having those. And let me see. Oh, now I've ripped it too small, but it doesn't matter. And we have to rip off some of this as well. And I know you're probably all cringing, but it is what it is. There's that one. We've got this one here. This will just fold. Let's see. Oh, well, I might fold it like that and then tear it down so they've got both the rough edges. Now that one might need to tear down. It's borderline, that one. Okay, here's another page. So that one, I think I'll fold it like that, and I'll attach something else there. I wonder if I could fold that up. And I'm going to cut it very slightly. Like this, or I'll make it a pocket, or it could just be a flip down. But I'll take it off here. And I'm going to attach something else to that. So we'll put that aside because we need to attach. That's just the tea-dyed paper. But what I might do with the tea-dyed paper actually is fold it like this. And fold that in. I haven't got many book pages yet, but we're getting to those. And I will take the bottom off, but I'll take it off. I like the pattern there, so I'm going to take it off the other end. It needs to be about that much. No, I won't use that. What's this? Oh, they're all plain. And I'll use that for backs of things. We might use some of this. I think I wrote this one down. I've lost it now. I think it was 1840s. I think I'm going to glue it to that one. Okay. And then this one, I can just fold. No, we won't use that one. Okay. I do need some more book pages. Anyway, I'll see what other book pages I can find. This one can go in like that, and then I'll decide about that. And I need some more writing paper. I need to grab some straw paper, but I don't have. I need to hop up and get it out of a box. And I need to glue this one to here. So let's do that. what I will do, I'm going to just take off that edge. Is going to be annoying when gluing it, so I'll take that off so it fits in well, and I need to just take off some of this. Put my glue on here. So it will cover quite a bit of the script, but that's okay. Because you'll have the script on the other side. I need to put it that way, that way. Okay. And that's that page. And I'll do something else on there, that's not a problem. And then you've got the nice script on that side with the lovely paper. Now, so I'm going to go through and, oh no, you probably like to see me sort through them, don't you? Just fold that properly. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to find some, I don't have enough pages at all. I need more pages. I'm going to find some more old book pages, and I'm also going to grab some more pages that can be written on. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back. I've just prepared my pages. This is going to be quick, this little segment here, because I saw that the video is quite long. Hopefully, I think I've got more than enough. So what I do is I've sort of thought I'll probably do 3 signatures. So I'm just going to get all my plain pages in a pile. I've got all my sort of regular book pages. These are all plain. I've got lots of plain. I might not put everything in. That's that type. So just sort of sort through them, dividing them into piles. Those ones can go there, and then those. So I might not use all of these. Okay, and then I've got 3 signatures. So I put my piles, I've got my decorative paper. So then I'll take these and I'll divide them into 3 piles. So this will be my first signature, second signature, and third signature. There's really no method to my madness. Just sort of, see, that's a strong colour, so I might put that one over there. That's a soft, oh, they're all soft, those ones. There's lots of soft colours in these kits, so actually I wouldn't put, I might, yes, I'm a bit thingy. I'll put that pattern paper there, and the ovals there, and then that one in the middle, and I won't put that one in. I've got an odd one out. I'll put that one aside. Okay, then I'm going to grab these. I think I've only got 3 of these, so we'll put that one in the middle, that one, and that one. Okay. Now I've already got, I think I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. I don't want to go too many pages in a signature. I definitely want to put these in. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. I definitely want these. So I'll put those like that, and then I'll put a, what's this one under here? That's a nice, oh, that's a hinged one. I'll put that one there. Actually, I might switch it because it's similar to that. So I'll put that one in there. Okay. Then I've got 2 tea dyed. I'll put those like that. I might put one of these. Okay. And then I'll do the straw papers. 1, 2, 3. And I don't need that. I've got too many papers, so I'll probably have to take something out. So with the book pages, I might not put these ones in. I'm going to put the very old ones in. So I'll put that one. I don't need that one. And I've got 1 each of those. And then 1 each of these. Okay, and I think I've got way too many pages. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's going to be too bulky, but we will see. So let me just, let's just sort of quickly organise them. Let me just see here, what could I take out? Well, I've got 2 of those hinged ones, so I might just take that hinged one out. So I've taken one out, so I've got 10. I'm going to take something out of here, and I might take that one out. Was that the, no, that was the only one, wasn't it? I might have to take this one. Oh, that one's interesting. I might take this one out. That's the old paper. I'll take that one out. And then, so I've taken one out, and then I'll see how I go. So in the next video, I'll take that one out. In the next video, I will organize the pages. Okay, so I will see you again soon. It'll probably be on Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.